Alrighty, so shout out to take like 5 of this video. Hit record, started sneezing. Hit record, cat wanted in. Hit record, nose started bleeding. Hit record, just like it's I don't know what's happening, bro. I'm falling apart, I guess. Regardless, Prydwen updates our tier list with Tribbie since this is still the most used tier list. Obviously, make a video on it. Let me know your thoughts on Tribbie in the comments if you agree with them. If you don't, before we even look this, also quick before we get into Tribbie, they also updated MOC, so I guess that's also going to be a thing. I'm expecting Tribbie to be 0.5 in MOC, 0.5 in Apocalyptic Shadow, and maybe tier 0 in Pure Fiction, knowing them. I still have to use Tribbie a little bit more to really get a feel for her. I have used her even though I've gotten mad unlucky. By the way, if you haven't seen my summon video, that is my 17th or 18th 50-50 loss, for what I titled it. And it is my 7th 50-50 loss in a row. My last 50-50 that I won was Fei Zhao. So, yeah, that's pretty fun. Anyway, let's jump into the video. So, changelog we'll look at afterwards. Oh, they have Tribbie on support DPS. Okay, that makes sense. Aglia they put in tier 0. These guys are down in MOC. Before we look on Tribbie, Boot Hill's down, Yunli, Argenti up. This is for the Beetle and the new, like, Morpheus guy. Fuchuan down, Tingyun down. Clara down, Blade down, QQ up, really? Probably because of Tribbie? You're down, you're down. Damn. Hanya's getting down into the Forgotten Ones. That's crazy. Blade's getting down there in the Forgotten Ones. Is Blade the lowest? 332. Damn, Blade's fallen down to like worst 5 premium 5-star. That's crazy. Rest in peace, Blade, bro. Anyway, alright, so we have tier 0 for MOC. We have tier 0 for Apocalyptic Shadow, and tier 0. She's tier 0 across the board, really? The only other characters they have ranked at tier 0 for everything is Robin and Linksha, by the way. Yeah, Sunday's not in it, RMC's not in it, Herda's not in it, Agla's not in it, Firefly's obviously not in it, Romay's not in it, Ventrine's not in it. That's crazy. So, Linksha, Robin, and Tribbie are all triple tier 0 in Prydwen's eyes. Prydwen is using tier 0, geez, E0, S0 Tribbie, so it's probably Tribbie with DDD. If that doesn't say how good she is, that Prydwen will frame 1, ignoring backlash, ignoring if they're gonna get, like, shit on for it. They're putting Tribbie in tier 0. Man, I gotta get this unit. I think what I'm gonna do, personally, is I'm gonna get Tribbie 100%, right? Because Tribbie just works so well with characters who don't want Robin. Or, hell, even just a good support for Herda, so I can go back to being able to use break teams with my Harmony MC would be very, very nice. Not saying that I can't run Herda with, the RMC, but it's just annoying feeling like I have limited teams because I want to run RMC with Herda, and then I end up defaulting not using break teams. It's just annoying. Tribbie's also going to be very useful going forward with Mide, and any other characters who have like weird HP scaling, defense scaling, whatever it may be. If they have a scaling that isn't going to be Robin based or just more AoE stuff, just nice to have. Harmony is, support rail. I almost said Harmony rail. Whatever you want to call it, bro. Same thing. Support is the name of the game. Tribbie's also putting out a good amount of damage as well, so I can see why they put her tier 0. Let's look at the changelog. So, Tribbie is added to the tier list. She can be placed in Amplified Category 2, but compared to other characters there, she focuses on dealing damage first, while her support abilities are secondary. No other changes to the tier list have been made. Okay, well that's because I didn't look at it before. And we'll see higher enemy damage numbers, more lethal battle scenarios, higher HP for the enemies, new and much harder enemy types mechanics, counters and buffs, yada yada. So they put Aglia up because she smashed through MOC. Yep. Low game of ground actually thrives in the most recent phase, so we're raising up to it. So they raised her up before it was Tribbie? Really? Okay. I hate QQ, so I think she should be in tier 5 shit tier. So that is what it is. Yeah, so these are just, I feel like these aren't really due to too much power creep, but more so just them raise. Well, okay, it's power creep, but I feel like it's more so of them raising the HP, and these are just older characters. Obviously, them hitting a certain amount of damage is not going to do as much. Is not going to look as impressive on the new enemies because they have so much HP. I feel like they're still really good characters. They just need to be able to hit harder now a little bit, right? You know what I mean? That is power creep at the end of the day, but in my head, power creep is like almost completely not invalidates them, but like they fall off, fall off. This is just like, oh, you're not gonna be getting like I think Feijiao could easily get like 1 or 0 cycles, even on just like E0 S1 with like Robin and like pretty like lower invested accounts. Like I was getting 0 cycles and 1 cycles. Now, obviously, I wouldn't be expecting her to 1 cycle or 2 cycle, probably like 3 or 4, uh, which is fine. It gets the job done, but obviously, we can't have her up as high anymore. So these make sense. I'm very happy they're finally lowering Firefly. Boot Hill, that makes sense. Yunli makes sense. Literally, like all the DPS stuff is just they don't hit any harder than they used to. The enemies have more HP. There you go. That's it. That's pretty much the reasonings. I'm sure they have more. I just don't want to read them all. Um, yeah, it's looking like single target AOE is his issue. But yeah, mostly just HP. Inflation is crazy. Tingen's niche energy better has been usurped by Sunday. Okay, that's all I need to read. Asa's not used anymore. Hanya's not used anymore. Kimberly Gallagher, Link Shen Machine, Full Hole, Fushuan has an age card as well. Her kit lacks synergy of aforementioned characters, and her sustain is less flexible in the face of the harder content. She's exposed to Optimum from a strong AoE, and you can't prevent it yet. Fushuan's main issue, she is a good unit at heart, but the AoEs just rip through her like butter, and then, yeah, it is what it is. Plus, it is kind of annoying. I feel like you like want to heal yourself, so you pop skill. At least that's what happens when I play her, and I end up using too many skill points because I'm like, damn, I took a little bit of damage. Let me skill real quick so I can get my ult next turn. Oh, let me skill here to get the ult. Let me skill here, and I was like, oh jeez. Watch this Kafka Black Swan. It's just Dot, bro. Dot needs a new unit. Double placement. What? Multiple columns at the same time. Wait, did they actually have Argenti in 2 columns at the same time? Oh, they did. What the fuck? Is it just him? Oh, they did. What the hell? I didn't even notice that. What? Okay, so they have... So Serval's over here now. Serval's tier 1. No, she was always here. It's just Argenti. Okay, I'm like, am I tripping? What the fuck? Damn. Yo, look at Serval. Look at Serval. Look at Serval. Above her, that is funny as hell. Oh, this is MOC though, so that's fine. Tier 1, and then she's tier 0 in perfection. That's funny as hell. Tier 1. Tier 1 across the board. She has a higher rating than all these characters. Go Serval, bro. Go Serval. She's a higher... Serval is higher rated than Sparkle right now. Her Serval is higher rated than... Okay, well, I was hoping it would be Fushuan, because that'd be funny. But higher rated than Black Swan. Higher rated than Yunli. Higher rated than Boot Hill. Jingyun's better, obviously. Argenti, though, as a partner here is... Wait, what is this showing? Tier 1? Tier 0. Okay, they have it set to where it's showing Argenti's partner categories, or category ranking. I mean, it makes sense. Argenti would be like the Herda buddy. Okay, that's cool. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. It's a bit confusing with how they have it, but it makes sense. But regardless, at the end of the day, Tribbie, tier 0. I mean, it's what it is, bro. If you want Mide, Tribbie is very helpful. If they start exploring different ways to do damage, Tribbie's kind of going to be one of the best supports for her. Robin's based off like follow-up attacks and just normal crit damage. Run Maze for break, speed, Sundays for action advance, energy, summons, right? Tribbie is... I don't know if I want to say as like the second Ruan Mei, because Ruan Mei was so absurd when she came out. And I don't think Tribbie's like the most absurd thing. She's just another really good option. Granted, a really fucking good option, right? Uh, but she really is kind of like Ruin Maid 2.0, where she's filling a niche that Bronya didn't do, and this is like filling a niche that the other ones don't do. You can run Tribbie on whatever team you want. You can run on Akron, she'll do good, especially E1. If you have E1 Tribbie, holy hell, that is insane. Like, actually, E1 Tribbie is insane. Holy hell. I wish I could get it, but I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather just have a copy of the units so I can use them and call it a day. But yeah, she really is just a really great unit and can do some damage. So I feel like she is a rather good character to get, especially if you are free to play or just starting out, just because she can kind of make up for having a low investment account by doing damage herself and buffing it. So yeah, I definitely think she deserves the tier 0. 100%. Even if you're just running E0, S0, DDD, very strong. I wish it was. Honestly, I wish they gave out one copy of DDD for free through like an event, like learning how to play Star Rail. There's like a little tutorial thing. That would be insanely helpful. It's one copy of DDD, maybe some mats, uh, maybe like they could give out like a 4-star, maybe like a free copy of Gallagher or something like that to help you try to get E2, or I don't know what other 4-star they could give out, because maybe like a free copy of Pela would be kind of nice. But that would be really cool. Regardless, though, this is turning into just me rambling. Let me know what you think of Tribbie. Do you think she deserves to be E0 in every category at E0, S0? Do you think she deserves to be even higher, lower? If you have Tribbie, what are your thoughts on her using her? Do you like her? What teams are you running? And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.